y'all, I'm back with another mukbang. It's your girl, your life coach Ray, and today I have my sister
Elise in the building. You already know.
Excuse me.
That's how we do.
All right, and today we're having Church's chicken. I haven't had Church's in such a long time, and I love Church's chicken. If you don't know what it is, you sleep.
They have some pretty good chicken.
You're tired. Anyways, we got macaroni and cheese.
We got tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Oh, looks like potatoes to me. We got potatoes. You don't have to crack
And
I'm gonna have to crack that out.
And we got biscuits.
My favorite.
I fed the kids. They didn't get no biscuits. That's not my business though. And chicken. Oh my God, I didn't get no spicy chicken, but I got hot sauce packages.
You didn't get spicy chicken,
girl. All right, so we just gonna dive right in, and we got a question for y'all. Answer it. I know it's on my page and kids be on my page, but go off. Bye bye. See you later.
go off.
Anyways, or stay. I don't think we're never inappropriate.
So today in this video, we are going to be talking about why he don't love me the way I want him to.
That's her question she came up with. Yeah,
I think that's a really good topic. So we're gonna dive right into this video right after I fix my plate.
Me too. So we're gonna have a little story time. Yes. We haven't had no story time because I've been doing with the kids, but with my sister, excuse me, we can have a little story time and talk about some things. I like the thigh. Who likes thighs? If you like thighs, give this video a thumbs up.
Breast. This is the breast, right?
No, that's a thigh. I don't have no breast because this is the hurt meal. Maybe they got breasts in here. No, did it say mix? This is
mixed.
No, these are legs and thighs, girls. Stop touching all the chicken.
I'm just gonna grab this thigh.
Every piece she touched.
And it's like touch every piece. I touched 2 pieces.
It's like 5 thighs in there. She touched all 3. All 3. Touched all 5.
Okay.
Anyways, trying to post.
What is this?
Fries.
I want a biscuit. All right.
They macaroni and cheese starting to look like homemade macaroni and cheese. Let me find out. It looked like it was baked. Let me find, girl.
Look like it was what?
It was baked. Like, you know how they have the baked macaroni and cheese at, like, your mama in the house? Like,
she said at your mama house.
You know, baked macaroni and cheese.
Okay. It do look baked. All right. So, let's get into this video. The way that I want him to. Or want me the way that I want him to.
Good question.
Okay.
I don't know. Because it's hard. Because what do you mean by why he don't want me the way that I want him to want me? What do you mean by that?
Because some women have trouble keeping a man. Mm-hmm. And then some they have the man, but they don't have him the way that they want him to because most men creep. So I creep. Yeah, I just creep. Okay. So, we're going to give y'all the inside scoop on how to keep a man to yourself.
Well, I'm the perfect person. Toot, beep, beep. Okay. Honestly, where the wood at? That's what I'm about to say. I haven't had any infidelity issues in my marriage or since my freshman year in college. Crazy. So any of the boys that I dated outside of, I'm a mom and Mariah's calling me. Yes, mama. Okay, tell him to turn to the little kingdom. Okay. You can leave that in there. What I was saying is that I had to, really, I feel like it hasn't been an issue. If I have, good for him. Not for my husband. Not good for him. But good for my ex-boyfriends. Who cares about him? But I really think it's because I'm okay with myself. I feel like I don't need you. and hopefully you don't need me either. We just want each other. And I feel like if you come to the table like that, like, I don't need anything for you. I don't need you. You're not keeping a roof over my head.
Right.
Because if you wasn't here, a roof would be over it. You know? So by me, I bring a lot to the table. You got to come right to me personally. Because I have a whole lot of ambition and I got a whole lot of dreams and aspirations that I feel like I'm going to achieve. So, and it resonates with men. Like, I've never had a problem. Like, with coming from, like, dating, I done had, like, 5 boyfriends. Yes, I know I had 5. And they all were, like, over a year. One probably, like, 8 months. So, between 16 and 30, about 5 boyfriends. And all lasting, maybe 1 or 2 was, one was probably 8 months, and then the other one was a year, and then the rest of them were 2 years. So
you never had trouble
getting a man,
like
keeping them? What you mean?
Not really getting them or keeping them, more so like having them to want you the way that you want them to want you. If I should say.
The way that I want them to want me?
Like, or love you.
Well, because 5 love languages. Oh, actually in my marriage, like, me and Darius is like, he's let's do stuff together. Like, if we're in each other's presence, this is everything. He just wants you there. Like, he'll just be like, you want to go here with me? You want to do this with me? Babe, you need to look at this video. Like, he's a person, like, everything. And that's the way he was loving me. Like, and that's not who I am. I'm not like, you need to go to the store with me. You need to watch what I'm watching. And he thought that he was doing something spectacular. Are you asking for more?
Eat your food.
Oh. He thought that he was like asking. I be telling my people, I can't eat and talk. It's hard. I be telling you, like, I eat it. I be telling him, like, I was telling him, like, you cannot expect me to, you know, that's not my love language. I like words of affirmation. I like for you to I don't need things. There's a buy me stuff. People like, but I just bought you. I'm like, I don't need that. I want to sit there and talk about our dreams. That's the kind of person I am. I want to talk about my dreams, and you like, oh my God, babe, that sounds like a good idea. Like, cause I have so many, and he's the type of person that's like, oh, let's do stuff together. Let's go out. But he would literally speak to me or do the things he felt like were his love language, or things that he thought that I needed, and I'll do things because I'm like, babe, you are so smart, you're intelligent, and that means nothing to him. He's like, okay, you know, but he wants me to look at a video about somebody like fighting or something, and I'm like, so really?
What's your advice to like the women who's having trouble? Who don't
learn it. Read 5 love languages. I forgot who it was by, but the book is purple and yellow. And
so you read that book?
I did.
And why do you feel like that helped you? Like, what did you?
Because it gives you, opens up your eyes to understand the way that love works and how people think about it, and the psychological mindset that people are in. That everybody's different. That the way people love is different. So, just because you want him to love you some type of way, it really starts off you loving them the way that they need to be loved. And then they will, in return the favor.
Right.
So, and sometimes you forget, like me and my husband, we're busy. So sometimes we have to stop and be like, okay, you know, tune up in the engine and talk about the issues that we have, because we just be going and going and going and going and going.
And okay.
He don't love me the way I want him to love me. Baby girl, you gotta love yourself first.
You got to.
Because at the end of the day, men and women, for men who have the same issue, will give you what you give out. So if you give out confidence in yourself, that's what they're going to give you. If you give out weakness, that's what they're going to give you. We only bring what we have to bring. So, like they say, if you can buy yourself a BMW, he's more likely to buy you a BMW because he doesn't feel like he's handing out something to you. Mm-hmm. He feel like he's just bringing value to your life. So he's like, oh, she can get a BMW, but watch, I'm about to surprise her with a BMW.
Okay.
But it's what you can bring to the table. And the best thing to do is be confident and love yourself like no other. Like, you can't tell me nothing about LaSharai Spencer. I'm going to tell y'all, I am it. Okay. In my classroom,
okay,
I tell my students, I am the superstar. You are just an extra in my TV show. So I tell them that because they be talking. And I be like, you are an extra. I am the superstar. And they just be laughing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I am the superstar. And I have like this little step on my thing. And I be like, let me get on my stage because y'all confused. Y'all confused up in here because everybody is talking. And I am the superstar. Okay. And everybody's talking in here, mm-hmm. and they laugh. You know, it's just a human relief in my classroom. Okay. But I try to let them know that that's how I am, though. You know, okay. She's it, mm-hmm. and if you don't feel like you it, there's a problem. You should, like, she already know. I don't care who looking at me, who talking about me, and she always like, you just not aware of your surroundings. I really don't care if you looking at me, like. I don't really care if you're talking about me. I don't really care if you don't like me. All I care is that I be the best version of myself. And that brings more attention from men than anything. And that makes him want to love you the way that he loves you. Is being confident in who you are and walking and talking in it.
And loving yourself first. You got to, though. Because if you don't love yourself, he gonna know. You can't just throw yourself at him. And like give him what he wants. And if a guy, if you're like, you're not even official with the dude, and you're like you're giving him everything he wants, and you're not even his girlfriend, you're treating him like as if you guys are in a relationship, then it's like what is he really? What is he really craving? Like, what is he waiting for? Like, why should he go ahead and make things official when you're already showing him things that he don't have to wait for, mm-hmm. or giving him things he don't have to wait for. So if you're doing that, giving yourself to him, mm-hmm. and giving him everything he wants and letting him know everything he needs, you let him know that you're available even when you're not. And if he feels
feel like he don't have to work for it, like. Yeah.
If he feels that way, then that's where you're gonna be. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's where you go wrong. That's the first what? Step or what?
First step.
That's the first step where you go. That's the first red flag. You don't do that. If you do that, then things from there on, there will be no more on.
Should we pay attention to red flags?
I used to ignore red flags, and she always caught them.
This is why I asked the question.
You should definitely pay attention to red flags.
I'm good at what I do.
You should definitely pay attention to red flags.
Know what?
Especially if people close to you see red flags that you don't see. You should definitely listen to them or try and see what it is what they're seeing, because if you don't, you're gonna be the one hurt in the end. You're gonna be the one that take that L. So,
but
some people have to. Some people, you're gonna have to learn
the hard
way. I've learned the hard way maybe 2 times out my entire life.
Or 3.
Or 2. 3. 3.
But no, I was the opposite. Some people are like that. Some people do have to bump their head in order to learn. But I'm more like, I see you, and I won't do it. Like
But I like to take that risk though. I like to. That's one thing about me. Like I'm very risky. Like I used to be the type of person who was a little more cautious and careful where I stepped, because I would be like, you know. But the way I started living life a long time ago, maybe about 3 years ago, I told myself, you know, I don't want to be like, well, if I didn't do this, what could have happened? Or maybe this would have happened. I didn't want to be that type of person that always thought about, oh, well, if I didn't try this, I never know. So I'm the type of person where I just try and give people a chance and see where things could go, and they mess up their chance.
Do you feel like yeah, this is good. I keep getting more. No, be fast.
What did you get more of so far?
Biscuit and macaroni and cheese. But this is good, by the way. But what I was saying what I was thinking, I wasn't saying anything, is I'm a risk taker. I married Darius after.
So that was a risk for you?
Yeah, it was a big risk for me.
Okay. How so?
11 months.
You married him for 11 months?
After 11 months. Why wouldn't you think it's her brother? She's like, why was it your risk? Because I don't know if we're going to make it. Well, I don't know if we're going to make it now, but I didn't know we were going to make it. What do you mean? He asked me to marry him after 3 months or 4. One of them.
Yep. And they ain't going to never break up.
It was super fast. So in my mind, I'm like, dang. Now I'm be honest with y'all. He probably know this. My husband's my best friend, so we talk about everything. It don't matter. I was like, well, at least I do like him. Well, I was scared, and I was like, well, I told myself, if it don't work out, I'm young, I can always find another. That's bad, but I felt like that because I was scared. Like, you get married to somebody forever, and you like, I don't know if I'm gonna like him tomorrow. Like, what? All that went away. It was okay. It was all good in the neighborhood. After that the scariest part of getting married was me standing in the hallway by myself on the ship. Everybody was in there, and I was in the little hallway by myself, and they left me there. I was like, if they wanted me to be the runaway bride, I had the coolest opportunity.
What do you mean you was left there by yourself?
Like, it was like, right, you know how when I walked down the little stairs?
Yeah.
So behind those doors, I was by myself. Like, nobody was right there with me.
Oh, you were nervous?
Yeah, what?
Why were you so nervous? That was your day.
It was, girl. You didn't get married. You be like, this forever. When you have boyfriends and you know it ain't worked out and you feel like this is forever, he is my everything. Like, you ain't ever in a relationship, you like, oh my God, I just want to wake up in the morning and talk to him.
Yeah.
I don't wake up in India and talk to him. I'm going to talk to him all day. And then they don't work out.
Yeah.
And then you can't stand them.
Yep.
But then you get married and you're like, forever, whatever, I don't like, I don't know. You're scared. And everybody be like, oh, well, you needed to, before you get married, you need to be sure. Well, I knew I was sure, but I was, there's no 100%. People get a divorce all the time. And then we're a military couple. Come on now. Like, it's scary. But then, like, me and Darius, we ride and die. Like, we best friends. We do this. Like, we fuss, we fight. Sometimes. Not really. We don't never, like, have no argument where we, like, if you like, going in the house and the whole house can hear us fussing with each other. But there is times.
Everybody. I feel like everybody.
There is
times in their marriage.
You already know. But yeah, everybody. But ultimately, Darius is my best friend. Like, I can tell him anything. Like, if I'm at my lowest point, he'll be like, oh, like, he'll be there to support me, lift me up, encourage me, and that's really all that matters. So all I say is to take away from this video is love yourself, and people, they see that you love yourself unconditionally, and you are confident in yourself, and you take responsibilities for all your actions with love, they will reciprocate that right back to you. So what I want you to do is hug yourself.
Yeah, and some men don't though, and if they don't, you gotta know when to what, Sheree?
Next.
Period. You gotta know. You
have
have to know. Sometimes you really have to let that person go. The person you want really, 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 really bad, sometimes it's just not meant to be at all.
I don't think I ever been in a situation that I ever wanted somebody really, really bad and they didn't want me. Like, girl, that means you don't love yourself. You don't want him that bad. Especially, look, this is funny. We gotta go.
And also, let me just say this. Don't, if somebody wants to take your hand in marriage, if a guy wants to take your hand in marriage, do not, I repeat, do not agree to it if you are not fully sure. If this is not the person you want to be with, don't do it. You're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable.
I wonder who that happened to.
You're going to be... Don't do it. You are not going to be happy. And it won't last long. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, you're going to hurt the other person, but it's not okay. It's not okay to hurt people and play with people's feelings and play with their hearts. You won't get your blessings. But this ain't church, so we're going to get back into it.
All right.
We're about to wrap it up.
Wrapping it on up. It's your girl, your life coach, Ray, and I thank you so much for tuning in. You can find me at Life Coach Ray on Instagram, and I also have a website. It's called Life Coach Ray. You need any advice, you need any help, you can make yourself an appointment, and I'll be there for you. Check your girl out.
Please go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, and let us know what you think. You can catch me on my Instagram at It's Elise. We're going to put it in the description box. And we out. Bye.